Greetings, fellow fanboys. 'Tis I, Matthew, hitting you up with another fanboy review. I found my hat. uh, Yesterday, my father, son, and mother and I went to go see Transformers 4: The Age of Extinction. As you know, this is the fourth live-action Transformers film, but it's actually the fifth theatrical Transformers film. A lot of people tend to forget about this masterpiece with its holographic cover. Ooh, I love it. Transformers the movie. From way back in the 80s when Transformers was still awesome. Now, the Transformers series and franchise and all its many wonderful methods has been with us for a long time. There are over 6, I believe, separate just American TV shows. More if you count the GoBots, which Transformers bought out, Hasbro bought out, and became part of the Transformers line. And of course, the series continued variously in Japan with the other season 5. In America, there's only 4 seasons in the original Transformers. Then we got Beast Wars. Then we got Cybertron, Energon, and Armada. The order might be different on those. Then we got Transformers Animated, which was horrible. Transformers Prime, Transformers Rescue Bots. I know I'm missing one. Oh, Beast Machines. Beast Machines is the sequel to Beast Wars. Sorry. But I only watched the original. So, I've really enjoyed Transformers for a long time. And this film series has, well, let's say it's had its ups and downs. I like the first one. Pretty good film. Really like the fact that Megatron was played by our golden boy, the true king of the nerds, Hugo Weaving. Agent Smith, Elrond, and the Red Skull. And of course, Peter Cullen was still Optimus Prime. Now, Peter Cullen's been playing Optimus Prime steadily since 1984. And he's great at it. He is the quintessential Optimus Prime voice. We love him. Like I said, Transformers 1, pretty good. Decent. Transformers 2, Revenge of the Fallen. This is where things started to go wrong. You started to realize it wasn't the Transformers you grew up with. It was dirty. I don't mean gritty from the violence. I mean, there's dirty jokes in it. Why is there dirty jokes in a movie based on action figures and cartoons? This one disappointed. 2 was very... No matter how cool the freaking Bumblebee cover is. But it kind of redeemed themselves with 3. Dark of the Moon. Where you had, not Soundwave, but Shockwave. And Sentinel Prime, voiced by Leonard Nimoy. That was great. Of course, Peter Cullen's back. Now this, so far, is the last one with Shia LaBeouf. These 3 all-star Shia LaBeouf. You know, Mr. Holes, Mr. Indiana Jones Jr. Now the 4th one. Let me say what was good about it. Special effects, dead on. Awesome. Awesome special effects. Awesome robot action. Voice acting, great. Marky Mark, always there with a good joke. Mr. Wahlberg, who we've adored since forever. Not since Fear. Not since his music career. The big hit was when Mark Wahlberg proved himself to me as an actor that he could do comedy and seriousness at the same time. And he brought that. So thank you, Mr. Wahlberg, for that. Now, voice acting, Peter Cullen again. Love to hear him as Prime, always. Thank you, Mr. Cullen. Our one of our personal favorite actors since we were wee little lad, and we first saw him in Always, Mr. John Goodman. Thank you, sir. Your voice of Hound was awesome. And Ken Watanabe was back again. I forget the Transformers name. But we just saw him in Godzilla. He's awesome. I'll watch him in anything. Now there was a surprise. Galvatron is in this film. And they tell you that from the get-go, so I'm not spoiling anything. Galvatron, who was the reincarnation of Megatron in the cartoon. Now, his voice, Mr. Frank Welker. Awesome. This guy's been doing voice acting since the late 70s. He's had his hands in everything. Everything. He was the original Megatron in the original Soundwave back in '84. He's Megatron on Transformers Prime and in most of the video games. Also, he's the voice of Ray and Slimer on all 3 Ghostbusters animated television shows. The real Ghostbusters, the Slimer Show, and then Ghostbusters Extreme. Also, he's been the voice of Garfield. He's been the voice of Barney Rubble and Dino. He has been Scooby-Doo and Scooby-Doo's friend Fred since Mel Blanc passed away. So, Mr. Welker, it was a wonderful to hear your voice. I'm always glad to see you play a Decepticon or whatever you're in. Or hear you play, rather. Now, all that is wonderful. But that, unfortunately, does not a good movie make. Transformers 4, a lot of action and a lot of special effects, but it's 3 freaking hours long. 3 hours. I took my kid to it, and he couldn't sit still. He got bored after the first 45 minutes. I didn't know it was a 3-hour movie. Maybe I should have done a little research. I had no idea, but that was very disturbing to me. Well, not disturbing, but... So tons of action, tons and tons of dialogue, but not really a story. And I'm there for the stories. I really am. I wish I weighed the DVD on this one, guys. I really do. And all the ads, all the trailers, what do you see? Grimlock, Grimlock, Grimlock. Me, Grimlock, kick butt. As he said in the animated movie. And we've been waiting all this time to see the damn Dinobots. All this time. Through 3 previous movies. And we finally get them. At the last 30 minutes of a 3-hour movie. I was kind of upset about that, yeah. Because I love the Dinobots. When I was a kid, the Dinobots are the coolest thing. It's like, oh, it's combining dinosaurs and Transformers? That's awesome! When you're 7, dinosaurs are amazing. They're the best thing ever. And then Transformers are the other best thing ever. You combine those 2 things, yeah! It's like, oh, we finally got Grimlock. Oh, wow, Prime's going to ride Grimlock into battle? So I kept waiting for it, and waiting for it, and waiting for it, and it didn't happen until the last 30 minutes of the freaking movie. Plus, there were like 4 or 5 different plots. They're all trying to combine into one. I'm giving it an okay. The special effects were strong, but Mr. Bay, please stop pooping on my childhood. I'm after seeing Transformers 4, I'm real concerned about what you're going to do with Ninja Turtles. Because Ninja Turtles are my absolute favorite saga of all time. Like, more than Star Wars, more than Star Trek. I am a Ninja Turtles nut. Unfortunately, I don't have a Ninja Turtles button on this trench coat, but it's coming. I'm very concerned about what he's going to do with Ninja Turtles. I'm still going to go see it. So, yes, Mr. Bay, you're still going to get $8 out of me to go see my favorite boys in green. Please don't mess it up. And just, if somebody offers you Thundercats or He-Man, just stay away. Just don't do it. Don't stay away from anything awesome from my childhood. I don't care if it's the Herculoids or Space Ghost. I mean, those cartoons aren't real great. What else did I watch back in the day? The Tiger Sharks, Silverhawks. Stay away. Go. Care Bears. If you want to do a Care Bears movie, go ahead. My Little Pony, go ahead. I'm going to watch those a little bit. Yes, I watched the original My Little Pony because it wasn't about giggly girls and they actually fought like demons and sorcerers and stuff. It was awesome. It showed like the power of, friendship and perseverance and get through that. But anyway, I'm off track again. We're here to talk about Transformers. Wait till DVD, guys, unless you can go to the dollar movie. I know it's already pulled in $100 million. That's because fanboys like me who went to go see it thinking it was going to be great. Negative, Ghost Rider. Pattern is full, and now wallet is empty. Thanks, Mr. Bay. Thank you so freaking much. Next time you promise me Dinobots, they better be in the whole freaking movie. I might not go see Transformers 5 and 6. I might not. I'm not saying it's a terrible movie, because I have seen some terrible films. It was still better than Battlefield Earth, if that's any consolation. But Toxic Avenger Part 2 was more entertaining. At least that had, some naked girls. Haha. And cheesy jokes. When you go see a trauma movie, you know what you're going to get. When you go see Transformers 4, it's like, oh, we made it to the fourth film, man. How awesome are we? You're like, oh, it's going to be cool, right? It was a little cool. And then my son got bored, and he ran out of the theater right as the scene where Optimus busts out of the barn out in Bastrop, where they filmed it, by the way, out in Bastrop, so that's cool. He goes to the bathroom, and then he locks himself in the stall and says, you can't get me. I'm just like, oh, no, I'm missing the movie. But I didn't miss that much. Am I going to get the DVD? Yeah, probably, because I'm a freaking completist. I got to have the whole set. But yeah, Michael Bay, stop pooping on my childhood. Stop it. That's all I got to say about it, guys. It was just okay. Other critics are probably going to tell you the same thing. Next thing I go see is probably going to be Planet of the Apes. I have high hopes for that, because out of 7 movies in that series, only one of them hasn't been that great. The 5 movies from the 70s, I love those. Tim Burton's one that was like, what's going on here? But then Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, that was wonderful. Anyway, I'm off track. I'm sorry, guys. Go see it. Don't go see it. I recommend waiting till video. Peace out. Nanu, be well, and I'll catch you on the flip side. I know you guys aren't used to me doing negative reviews. Hopefully it doesn't happen very often. Anyway, good night, everybody.